Billie Eilish has issued a public apology after a past video surfaced online last week of her using an anti-Asian slur, and now she's owning up to her past mistakes. Let's get into it. Just last week, Billie Eilish fans were left in shock after a video compilation resurfaced on TikTok of her using racist slurs and mocking the Asian culture and language as a teen. The video quickly made its way around the internet as many waited for Billie to respond to the controversial footage, and finally, in a lengthy statement via Instagram stories, she is issuing a public apology for her past actions. But before we get into the story, I wanted to issue a trigger warning as we will be covering sensitive topics that include racism, so please only continue watching if you feel comfortable doing so. And for all purposes of sensitivity, especially following all the recent Asian hate crimes occurring throughout the US, we won't be showing the video compilation, but rather focusing on the bigger issue at hand, which is Billie now taking accountability. Billie took to Instagram on Monday to share this message to fans, starting out by letting her 87 million followers know that after the video made its way around the internet, she's now being labeled as something that she's not. She said, "There's a video edit going around of me when I was 13 or 14 where I mouthed a word from a song that at the time I didn't know was a derogatory term used against members of the Asian community. I am appalled and embarrassed and want to barf that I ever mouthed along to that word." Billie went on to apologize, saying that regardless of the ignorance and age at the time, nothing excuses the fact that it was hurtful. And quote, "For that, I am sorry." Another part of the video features what many believe to be Billie mocking the Asian language while speaking in an accent, to which she claimed it was simply gibberish and a made-up language that she used in the past while talking to her pets, friends, and family. Billie ended her statement by understanding that regardless of how it was interpreted, there are people she deeply hurt, and for that, encouraged fans to continue to have difficult and uncomfortable conversations in order to learn. Billie finished by saying, "I not only believe in and have always worked hard to use my platform to fight for inclusion, kindness, tolerance, equity, and equality, we all need to continue having conversations, listening, and learning. I hear you and I love you." Many fans were relieved that Billie had finally addressed the situation. However, this didn't stop others from wondering why she hadn't said anything about her rumored boyfriend, Matthew Tyler Vorse, and the controversy surrounding his racist social media posts that also resurfaced. Last Thursday, he also took to his Instagram stories to issue an apology for using homophobic and racial slurs in the past, as well as allegedly calling Adele the British Miss Piggy back in 2012. He wrote, "I am ashamed and deeply sorry that I used them in any context. It's not how I was raised and it's not what I stand for. I shouldn't have used this language in the first place, and I won't use it again. I am sorry for the hurt I have caused." While we do not condone this type of harmful behavior under any circumstances, Billie does make a point in that continuing to take accountability and have these difficult conversations is only the first step of a long way to go in fighting for inclusion, acceptance, and tolerance. We can only hope that Billie and Matthew have both learned a great deal from this and will continue to grow and do better in the future. To see what Billie also had to say to fans who are convinced they know about her personal life, click right over here for the full rundown. Then be sure to let me know all of your thoughts on Billie's response to the resurfaced video right down here in the comments section below. I'm your host, Susan Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.